Good evening, folks. This is Dave with Alaskan Homesteading again. I have a little bit of a project video here. It's going to be multi-part. This is a mystery piece. It's part of an implement that goes with my tractor. And I think people might have fun trying to figure out what it is. I've partially disassembled it. Right now my goal is to clean it up because it's got a lot of crud built up on it. But that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure how it gets hooked up quite yet because I haven't assembled the implement. The implement is still sitting in pieces. But this piece rotates. There's some kind of gear train in here, and this piece rotates. Some of you who are familiar with tractors will probably be able to identify what that is going to connect to. But anyway, yeah, mystery part. Stay tuned. Well, that's what's inside. Clearly this is going to need an oil change. Well, there wasn't very much oil in there. I wouldn't say there was even, I don't know, maybe a quarter cup. And that's a fairly big gear housing. So I'm thinking that it was emptied out for the most part before being shipped, but not very thoroughly. Interesting. This is the other part that I had partially disassembled the other day to get it cleaned up. It's still not completely clean, but it's certainly in better shape than it had been when I picked it up. There's still some residue on here that needs to be cleaned off, but that's going to take some solvent. I got after it with a Scotch-Brite pad first, and that took off a lot, but I think I'm going to need something a little stronger to take this down to clean metal. Well, I've got this a little cleaned up from how it was. The whole thing was just encrusted with filth. I think a combination of grease and, I don't know, dirt had just caked on for years. I'm going to have to further disassemble it to clean inside of here. My goal is to kind of restore this thing, at least get it cleaned up and make sure that it's functioning correctly, and you know, get it re-lubricated, get all the old lubricant out of there, clean it out. You know, I've got my parts cleaner. It'll break that up pretty well. The bearing race on this cover panel seems to be in decent condition. Doesn't look like it's scored or anything. It feels pretty smooth. So I think as far as that goes, the internals are probably okay. I'm going to have to get a closer look at the gears once the thing is cleaned up a bit and I can see it better. But anyway, that's all I have for tonight. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.